Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to Prairie Grove Tiger Gymnasium for tonight's contest between the Prairie Grove Lady Tigers and the Huntsville Lady Eagles. Also, after this game, we have the Prairie Grove Tigers boys as well as the Huntsville boys playing after this game. I'm Lynn Gregson. Alongside of me tonight, Derek Dugan. Derek, well, tonight is a renewal of a long rivalry. It was a lot more intense probably whenever they were in our conference, but it's still always a battle, especially when the Huntsville girls and the Prairie Grove girls get together.
Yeah, that's for sure. We've had some good battles with them in the postseason and during the regular season, as you said, when they used to be our conference opponents. And as you can tell, Huntsville, they brought a crowd over here tonight. That town really gets fired up for basketball, and they brought a good crowd out to our gym tonight. And I think it's going to be a good game between probably two evenly matched teams. I think both teams will know exactly what each other are going to do. Coach Barry has seen it all, done it all over there on the bench for Huntsville, and we're familiar enough with their team as well that I think we'll know what they're going to do, what their game plan is going to be. They always like that high-low offense with their post players inside. I think they're going to use a motion offense to really try to pound the ball inside on us, take advantage of what size advantage they're going to have inside, and see if they can score a lot of points that way.
Well, our girls, for the first time in a long time, come into a contest on a two-game losing streak. That hasn't happened much over the last 3 or 4 years, and I just think really it's a little bit of depth right now for us. We're not real deep, but I think our starting five are excellent and got some good experience. And I think this early pre-conference kind of games are going to prepare them well for the conference run.
Well, and I'm watching, we're a little bit shorthanded, as you said, Lynn. We've got Abby Smith is back out on the court. She's warming up tonight, which is a good sign. She went out, I think the last webcast that we had a couple weeks ago against Siloam Springs, and she didn't play for sure in the fourth quarter or the double overtimes in that game. So hopefully she's close to 100% ready to go back for us. And again, we've played, some brutal competition here to start the early season. We played a benefit game with Bentonville, came home and played Siloam. We won
in double overtime.
We won that one in double overtime, and then we played Greenwood, a 5A state defending champion. And then we played Shallow Christian, another team that's up in the 5A this year. So, and now we've got Huntsville. So it doesn't get any easier. We've played some big-time opponents, some bigger schools, and it's gonna help us out in the long run. We're kind of taking some lumps here early, but I think Coach Froud's finding out exactly what he's got with his team and how to manage a short bench, which is what we're going to have to play with this year.
Well, and, we did have also a win against Greenland in between all those games.
Exactly.
And then, the Shiloh loss was about, I think, 7 or 8 points. And Shiloh now in the 5A. I think Greenwood now is 6A, if I'm not mistaken.
You're right.
They moved up.
Misspoke. Yeah, they are.
Yeah, they've been in 5A for years. I think the last reclassification they moved up.
Yep, you're right.
But they are. I think tonight's contest will be a good measuring stick for our girls, seeing how they're doing. They, like you said, they played in a really talented team this past Saturday at the Farmington Classic. Speaking of our conference and speaking of Farmington, they've gotten off to a real good start. And what I've heard is that they had some success, both the boys and the girls, against Shiloh, and then also they played Harbor. And I believe they both. I believe the boys beat Harbor. I don't know about the girls, but the boys beat Harbor for sure. And so looks like they're going to have something to be reckoned with in our conference this year.
Yeah, and we had some great battles with Farmington last year. I think we played them 4 or 5 times.
Yep.
I think maybe.
Our girls played them 4 times.
4 times, so we were fortunate to beat them all 4 times. We played some really close games with them, but they're going to be a team to be reckoned with in our conference.
Well, we're getting ready we're going to have a moment of silence, and then we're also going to have the national anthem in the school alma mater. So we're going to go to the mic here and That was the Prairie Grove Choir singing the national anthem. They're going to go into the alma mater, and while they do that, Derek, let's just talk a little bit about a little bit more about what you expect to see from our girls tonight.
Well, I think it'll be interesting to see, coming off of 2 tough losses, we've got to have our best players play well. Justine has got to play well. She got banged up a little bit against that Siloam team a couple weeks ago, so we've got to have her step up, really carry the load offensively. The other girls are capable of scoring, but we've got to have Justine score the majority of our points if we want to be able to beat good teams such as Huntsville. Looking at Whitney Fitz, she's given us a spark this year starting. She's handling the point guard most of the time while she's out on the floor, so she's done a real nice job defensively, and we saw her hit some 3-point shots against Siloam a couple of weeks ago as well. And then you got Lacey Beeks, an experienced sophomore out on the floor, or is she a junior? The years run together, Lynn. Is she a junior or a sophomore? I can't remember about Beeks.
Beeks is a junior.
Okay, they all run together at this point.
Seems like Beeks has been here forever, and but she's she started playing when she was on the team as a freshman and has seen playing time throughout her entire high school career so far.
Right, she played a very good offensive game the last time out against Siloam Springs also. So one thing that Coach Froud ran against Greenwood, Lynn, is he ran his own defense. So it'll be interesting to see if he comes out and tries to play a man-to-man or a zone tonight against Huntsville.
Number 3, Michaela Butler, starting. Number 15, Vanessa Burgess. Number 21, Sydney Striplin. And she slips there coming down. I hope she's okay. Number 31, Rose Robinson. And number 50, Miranda Dubberly. And now the starting lineup for our Prairie Grove Lady Tigers. Starting lineup for tonight's game. Number 12, Whitney Fitz. And like you mentioned, she hit some key baskets in the Siloam Springs game. And there's Lacey Beeks, the junior. Macy Colchin, number 24. Played some really good minutes. Justine Huber. And Callie Robinson, number 34. There's our starting lineup for tonight. And Coach Froud tonight, I'm looking over there on the bench, and he's got 1, 2, 3 ladies to go to, I think, over there. So,
yeah. Looking at Abby, Cecilia, and Ariana, Stormy Roach, Lynn, is on the roster, and she's in street clothes over there, so I don't know if she's got an injury as well. We just got the injury bug here in the early season. Hopefully it's not serious and she can rejoin the team.
And I also believe Celeste Messenbrink has rejoined the team.
Oh, okay. I didn't know
that. That's what I heard. I haven't been able to confirm that 100%, but I believe that's the case.
Okay.
And that's just been the last day, so she's not dressed out either.
Okay.
Well, now we're starting off and trying to work inside as Rose Robinson, and we were talking just before the game started to the radio announcer, and she is in the long line of Robinsons that have had so much success for Huntsville over the years. Her brother Evan, and then there's a shot, no good. And her sister Martha just played. Nice rebound there by Dubberly, and then Lady Eagles get a second try.
Well, anytime you say the word Robinson with Huntsville, you know you're not talking about a guard, a point guard. It's always going to have some size, and this one's no exception as she gets that rebound.
And they got 3 shots there. I think they're going to call her over the back on that one. Number 31, yes, that is right. She's going to be called over the back. Shot there that time, missed by number 15, Vanessa Burgess. And now Whitney Fitz to bring it down and take over the point guard position. Nice job. She drives to the hole, no basket. Going to call a foul on the floor. We remind those that may be watching to go to pgtigersonline.com, go to the comments page, let us know where you're watching from. Derek, we have a break. I'm going to give you some numbers that we had in our football game the other night. Driving inside, and they're going to call a foul. Let's see who they're going to call that on. They're going to call, that's going to be Whitney Fitz. Her first foul, team's first foul, and we're a minute and 6 seconds in the game. Already each team has drawn a foul.
And that's not a good sign for us as we look at the Huntsville bench. They don't even have enough chairs over there to accommodate all the Huntsville players.
Maybe they'll loan us a couple.
Yeah, we may need one by the end of the game at this rate.
At the line with Sydney Strickland. She makes 1 of 2, and now the Lady Tigers bring the ball down quickly. You know, I'm looking at Robinson a while ago. Her and Huber were standing next to each other. They're similar in size. I think Huber may have her by a few inches. Callie Robinson with the ball on the left side. Macy Colchin, she looking for something. Tigers are being paid. There's a three-point shot, slightly blocked. Nice rebound there by Lacey Beeks. She loses it out, and now recovered as a nice hustle play there by number 21, Sydney Strickland, but she loses out of bounds, and the Lady Tigers with the possession.
And one thing you'll notice about both of these teams tonight, Lynn, is both will be very solid, very disciplined in their half-court man-to-man defense, and we see Huntsville doing a nice job of denying this inbounds pass here.
5 seconds. Coach Frau not happy about that inbound play there.
Well, and I think what he's saying is when we've got a situation like that where our inbounder's in trouble, we've got to have girls coming to the ball rather than running away from it. He was a little bit frustrated with that, it looked like.
And nice inbound play there, or inside play. And Robinson gets her first basket of the night. Nice ball handling to get it down there quickly, and they're going to call walk on Lacey Beeks. So the Lady Tigers look a little bit out of sync right now, Derek.
Yeah, this is one thing that I was interested in too, Lynn, was the pace of play. Because we've got a short bench, it doesn't look like Coach Froud is backing off the accelerator on the offensive end. We've pushed the ball in transition a couple of times down the floor, just haven't got any baskets out of it.
Shot on the way, no good. I think the Lady Tigers are fortunate right now with the way they've kind of started off to only be 3 points down. They're a basket away.
Yeah, really, Huntsville hasn't got off to much of a faster start than we have.
Derek, this is, I believe, the 4th game since last Monday for the Lady Tigers. And so nice play inside. Good pass by Robinson. Now moving inside is Beeks, blocked by Rose Robinson of Huntsville. And now I think we're going to have a foul on number 50. I believe it's going to be 50, Miranda Dubberly.
And that's 4 team fouls already for Huntsville, so we're halfway to the bonus. Not even 3 minutes into the ball game. That's a good sign for us.
Callie Robinson tracks that one down. Prairie Grove in their half-court offense, being patient. Whoa, that looked like, I thought it went off her foot there, didn't it?
Yeah, it looked like it to me, but I guess the referee down on the baseline had a better angle than we did. But, yeah, Prairie Grove a little bit out of sorts offensively. Haven't really got any open looks yet in the early going against this Huntsville man-to-man defense.
We've been in the game now 3 minutes and 8 seconds. The Tigers yet to get a basket, and really, I'm not mistaken, only gotten one shot off,
yeah,
maybe 2 shots.
I remember the 5th shot from the wing that got blocked.
And then there was another. Well, there's 3 because there was another shot by Beeks that was blocked.
Yeah.
So the Lady Tigers not even getting the ball off that much.
Yeah, everything's being contested really well by Huntsville right now. When you've got a defense that's being aggressive like that, sometimes you can take advantage of those things. Maybe a back cut here or there along the way. But we've got to do a better job of running our offense and getting the looks that we want rather than letting Huntsville dictate the offensive looks that we get.
Huntsville back on the attack. Looking inside for Robinson. Not a bad option if you're Huntsville.
No, they're going to look at her every time, every perimeter player that catches the ball. There's another foul against Huntsville.
I think that's Robinson. That's her second foul. And that's her second foul, and we're not even 4 minutes into the game. And Coach Berry, I think, is going to bring someone in for Robinson. I think on this play you attack her right here, Derek.
Yeah, he might as well go right at her. If we can get Callie isolated inside, there she goes on a little curl cut there. We couldn't get her the ball, but we'll see if we can go at her before she has a chance to get out of the ball game.
There's Huber for three, no good. Rebound. Goes back out to Huber. She gets it. There's Whitney Fitz. Whoa, may have got away with one there. Nice move to the basket, no good. Whitney battling, and the Lady Tigers are going to get a third opportunity on this time down. So getting after the ball a little bit more on the boards right now.
Yeah, really good hustle by Beeks on the first shot to keep the ball alive, knock it back inbounds, and save us a possession. And now Huntsville's able to get Robinson out of the game.
And now the Tigers going to go to the line, going to get 2 shots. And that's Dubberly's second foul. How many?
6 fouls.
Is our foul light out
this
there?
Oh,
okay. This one is 6.
This one's on.
Well, we're not even 4 minutes into the game, and we're in the bonus. We're in the bonus already.
Well, you know what that means, Lynn. A lot of free throws, which means we may be here a while tonight.
Well, the Tigers' first basket comes halfway through the first quarter, and we've yet to get a field goal. We've gotten 2 free throws, and that's all we have so far. Wow, wide open, and takes it all the way to the basket. She actually had number 40, Molly Drewer, down there open.
That was a good job there by Huntsville, breaking the full court pressure and getting an easy layup on the other end.
They're going to call, I think they're going to call Macy Colchin for the foul. Who made that last? That was number 15 for the Lady Eagles, Vanessa Burgess, I think, on the last basket. She actually had Drewer wide open, but she went ahead and took it and made it, so converted. So
she got in the stat sheet somehow, didn't she?
Now into the game is Brittany Gregg. She feeds it to Dubberly, no good. There is Huber with the rebound, gets it to Fitz. Callie Robinson gets it inside. There's Macy Colchin, no good. Goes back up again, and good. Nice aggressive play there by Macy Colchin.
Very good offensive rebound and a great jump shot for the finish.
That's going to go off Huber's knee there.
We've talked about Colchin's, just her athletic ability in the past, but I'm looking at her. She doesn't even have a brace on that knee, so I think she's 100% fully recovered from the torn ACL that she suffered last year.
She was very aggressive that time with the ball and then got her own rebound. There's another foul on Dubberly, and now that is 3 on her. And again, we're not even through the first quarter.
Well, I was surprised that Coach Berry opted to keep Dubberly in the game with the 2 fouls. He got Robinson out of the game very quickly. He left Dubberly in and kind of rolled the dice there and didn't get away with it as she picked up her 3rd foul the first 5 minutes of the ball game. There's Huber with the little baseline floater for the basket, and the Lady Tigers have a 6-5 lead. And Coach Berry for the Huntsville Lady Eagles is going to take a quick 30-second timeout. So the Lady Tigers, after starting off slow, have responded. Now we've got a 6-5 lead here, Lynn. It's good to see Justine get down on the baseline, elevate up over the defender, hit about an 8-footer there.
I'm sorry, it has been I've watched a lot of basketball. It's been a long time since I've seen someone reach the bonus in the first 4 minutes of the first quarter.
Yeah, the referees, they may be mistaken. They may think they're getting paid by the whistle tonight.
Well, right now while we have a timeout, I want to acknowledge our East Lab students that are helping out. Producing for us tonight is Danny Davis, and we have several on the camera. We got Casey Stamps and Ethan Sams, Samantha Dodd, and always the reliable Alicia Finfrock helping us out. So always glad to have and they have just done a remarkable job. Kind of about the 2nd or 3rd game of the football season, Derek, they stepped in and started helping with a lot of things and have just really been, I think they're going to get Huber for that foul. But our East Lab students have done a remarkable job, and we've got a lot of new equipment, and they've taken to it and have just made the production of our webcast so much better, and I want to thank them for all they're doing, and Miss Burton and our principal, Ron Bond, who has been such a great supporter of the webcast and has really also taken a great lead in helping out. So thanks to all those that have been helping make this possible. And, of course, it's all possible because of PG Telco. back to the action, and on the attack is Vanessa Burgess. Nice job. Nice play inside. That's Molly Drewer. 7-6 the Eagles lead. And there's Whitney Fitz all the way to the basket. Nice block. Good block there by Burgess. She makes a basket and comes down and makes a good block.
And I think that's the 4th block shot here in the early going for the Huntsville Lady Eagles. Very athletic, very long team. They're contesting every shot that we've taken, it seems like.
Oh, Burgess. I guess she kept that foot down.
Yeah, may have. One thing you'll notice about Huntsville, they don't take a lot of outside shots. They will continue to run their offense until they get an inside look or at least have a touch from a player on the inside. They don't take a lot of perimeter shots.
Whitney Fitz with a foul. Now Abby Smith's going to come in for her. That's her second, and that's one thing the Tigers cannot afford right now or throughout the year is a lot of foul trouble.
Yeah, the bench at some point, and every game along the way, there's going to be times where your bench is going to be tested, and that's one thing that'll be good for our bench players is having an experience to get out on the floor, play some minutes when we've got some people in foul trouble.
3-point shot there, missed by Striplin. Colchin with another foul. I believe that's her second. So I don't know that the refs are calling that closely because I don't, because these fouls are obvious. I mean, I'm not disagreeing with the calls, which I would not shy away from if I did. Yeah,
they've been pretty legit fouls so far. Man, 21 out there. Who is that? That's Sydney Striplin. She's fired too from the outside. Just as I said, Huntsville's not going to take many from out there.
Beeks may have got away with a little extra step there, but we'll take the basket. 8-7, the Lady Tigers now with the lead. 1 minute to go here in the first quarter. And we're only 2 fouls away from giving them in the bonus. So very aggressive play by both teams thus far. Working it inside, and they're going to get Robinson that time. That's the first one I'll disagree with. I actually thought it was good defense right there.
That's the first one, and it won't be the last one that we disagree with. But Lynn, over at Farmington Saturday in the tournament that we played in over the Thanksgiving break, Coach Froud played a lot of zone defense. I'll be interested to see if we get into too much foul trouble, if he'll go back to that against Huntsville and try to really pack in his defense, or if he sticks with his man-to-man defense.
Huntsville being patient, working the ball around down to 25 seconds. Works it inside. Nice defense there by Robinson, and the rebound goes to Beeks. There is Huber, and she's going to get fouled. I believe that is going to be Drewer. You know what's been interesting is that when they brought Drewer into the game, they've been working into her just like she is Robinson.
Yeah, they haven't missed a beat on their offense. Their philosophy is still the same thing. Move the ball around the perimeter. Look inside every chance you get, and their big girls do a really good job of post-up position and pinning their defender inside.
There's Huber makes the first basket. Now Ariana Mitchell, she's a sophomore. She makes it in, and I think Coach Froud's he's going to need to do this, I believe, from time to time, is bring some of these younger players in, and now Huber makes the second one. Bring these younger players in. You don't know during the season, like you were saying, throughout the season, there's going to be a game where the refs are going to be calling it close, and fouls are going to become an issue. And there's Drewer, just as I said, they don't miss a beat. And now with 2 seconds left to go, and Smith's going to get it off in time, but unable to convert. And at the end of 1 quarter of play, the Lady Tigers 10, the Lady Eagles 9. Let's take a break.
PG Telco is the proud sponsor of PGTigersOnline.com, where you can find out all the very latest of what's going on with all the sports teams right here in Prairie Grove. But PG Telco is more, a lot more. They offer phone, internet, long-distance services, and bundles, making it all affordable. And that includes DirecTV. For your home or office, staying connected to the fast-paced world is as easy as calling PG Telco. Call 846-7200. That's 846-7200. PG Telco, built on community, focused on progress.
Okay, we're back with you, and Derek, first quarter stats for the Tigers as far as points goes: Huber with 6, Beeks with 2, and Colchin with 2.
Yep.
And for the Eagles, the Eagles 9 points. 4 of them I know have come from Drewer.
And really, one of the more important stats right now is the foul situation for both teams. Robinson, their best players, got 2 fouls, and
Dubberly's got 3.
Dubberly's got 3. Yeah, 2 starters and some foul trouble for Huntsville.
Oh, nice rebound there. That is Sierra Creek. She was able to keep her balance and not get the travel there. Nice job by the Creek. You know, I really like the, I keep coming back to it, how they keep running their offense, and I like the way there's a nice basket there by Creek. I really like the way Brewer's playing inside. She's definitely not as tall as Robinson, but she's playing big inside.
Yeah, she
and she's
really is.
Getting great position. I give them a lot of credit for the way she's doing that. Now Creek with the opportunity to convert the old-fashioned three-point play, and she doesn't. Rebound, Beeks. Lady Tigers trailing 1. Gets it down to Mitchell. Ariana with the ball. Gets it to Colchin. Colchin playing with 2 fouls. Out of the game right now is Huber for the Lady Tigers. And this is important when Huber's out, how well we stay in the game and how well we play is important. She got away with, no, she didn't get away with the walk.
She almost got away with it. But yeah, you're exactly right, Lynn. Going back to what you were talking about with Ariana being in the game, you know, in a preseason non-conference game, this is a good time to get her out there and get some experience, because when a conference game situation comes up where we need her because of foul trouble or for whatever reason that may come up, this is a good time to have her in the game where she's not shell-shocked when she gets in a conference game in a big game situation.
Nice defense there by Beeks and Robinson. They kind of both collapsed down that time on Drewer, able to force a turnover.
Yeah, that's the key against that high-low offense is you got to have good help side defense. Your on-ball girls got to do a good job of defending, but then you got to have some help from the backside occasionally to take away that lob pass that they like to throw.
Now there's Colchin for 3. No good. And Ariana Mitchell with the rebound. Nice job, Ariana. She gives the Tigers another opportunity. Nice hustle there by the sophomore.
Yeah, very good play. Just plays like that. That'll get you more minutes, more opportunities off the bench to come in and contribute.
And it gets those nerves and bugs out of you a little bit. Colchin going strong to the basket. She's going to draw a foul, and it's going to be on Drewer. I think that's her first. That's her second foul. And now the Lady Tigers will be in the double bonus after this. So shooting 2 after this one. Well, she's shooting 2 this time because she was in an act of shooting, but we'll shoot 2 from now on. Colchin makes the first, and we're all tied up at 11. 6 minutes, 5 seconds to go in the first half. And
the good thing for Huntsville is they've got about 15 girls over there that haven't even taken their warm-ups off. So Coach Berry's got lots of options down that bench that he can go to. Coach Froud, not as many down his bench.
Colchin makes 1 or 2, and we're all tied at 11. She thought about it. Driving all the way to the basket was Burgess, and Callie Robinson down with the rebound for the Lady Tigers. 5.5 minutes to go here in the first half, all tied up at 11. Inside to Colchin, good! Macy Colchin with the basket. Nice assist on the side there by Smith. Or was that Beeks?
Yeah, Smith got it. Great little hook pass, entry pass on the curl there for Colchin, and good finish by her.
Lady Tigers up by 2. I don't think we've made a three-point basket tonight.
I don't think either team has hit one, Lynn.
We've taken 2, I believe. 1 missed, 1 blocked, and they've taken several and have not been able to convert. Lady Tigers collapsing down low, and now there's another three-pointer. No good. Missed there by Burgess. And now Abby Smith out on the front row. There goes the lefty up, and good. And that is 15-11, the largest lead of the game right now by any team. And the Lady Tigers with Huber and Fitz, both seniors, out of the game right now. And the Lady Tigers are holding their own.
Holding their own, exactly right. Doing exactly what they need to do, making Huntsville work on the offensive end, but then finding a way to get some baskets.
And on top of that, I would note that Huntsville's also missing a couple of their starters.
That's true.
Out there as well. Inside presence of Robinson and Dubberly. 15-11, and now the defense forces another turnover.
Yeah, those entry passes aren't as easy when you've got some players that are maybe not used to getting as many minutes out on the floor as what the first and the second string Drewer and Robinson are used to getting.
And now there's Macy Colton again, and now she's scored the last 6 points for the Lady Tigers, and they've stretched their lead out 6 points, 17-11.
This is interesting because Huntsville, they've got really their third string post player in the ballgame. Where are their points going to come from with their first two girls in foul trouble on the bench?
There's going to be a foul. That's number 5. And I got to go back to our second roster. We had the big roster and a small roster. Let me get number 5 here for.
I heard her first name. It was Miranda, I think. Miranda Campbell is her name.
Miranda Campbell. And she's a sophomore. So a lot of young players out there right now. Robinson makes the first one. Lady Tigers now up 18-11. Robinson makes 1 of 2, and it looks like we're going to have a tie up here. And the possession arrow in favor of the Lady Eagles. 18-11. Lady Tigers have now scored 8 straight points.
All with Huber on the bench, so really doing a good job without her in the ball game.
And Mitchell has done a very nice job just being in the right place. Got a couple of rebounds, good defense, forcing some tough passes inside, and done a very nice job. And there she is in the mix again. There's Beeks with the rebound. Beeks trying to make something happen. She gets it inside. There's Colton again. Nice block that time. Sierra Creek came over. She timed that one just right.
Yeah, another block shot, but that was a great back cut by Colton. Who made that pass, Lynn? I didn't even see who made the pass.
Beeks.
But it's a good pass by Beeks, good back cut. And we get those opportunities. We'll finish them more often than not, but that was a good play by Campbell sliding over, Creek sliding over and getting the block shot. Coach Berry's going to call another timeout, Lynn. Not liking what he's seeing from his team offensively or defensively right now with a couple of his starters on the bench in foul trouble.
Well, while you have a minute, we'll talk about our football team for just a minute. This Friday, we'll be coming to you from Stuttgart for the semifinal game between the Prairie Grove Tigers and the Stuttgart Ricebirds.
And what do you know about Stuttgart, Lynn? You know anything yet?
What I've been able to pick up is that they are they've really come on strong. They got a good defense. The last 4 teams in the playoff, the most given up by any team averages 13 points a game. So there's defense. When they talk about defense winning championships, that's what you're going to see. I think they have a very skilled quarterback. I think he's got a couple thousand yards, in passing and close to 1,000 rushing, something like that. I've been able to pick up off of some of the internet stuff. So it's going to be a battle. And
how long has it been since we've been on the road? And it's been a while for our team. It'll be
the last road game we played was at Pea Ridge. Which was, I believe, a 31-0 encounter. And so it's been a while since we've been on the road.
Over a month, probably.
Over a month,
yeah.
Because we played 3 playoff games, and our last 2 games were home games.
Yeah.
So it's been about 6 weeks since we've been on the road. Back to the Lady basketball action, and the Lady Tigers up 18-11. Down to 3 minutes to go here in the first half. Foul. I believe they're going to get Mitchell for that.
They called a charge,
They
Lynn.
called a charge. All right. Nice job, Ariana. And, I talked about her being in the game, and she's gotten some great minutes. And, Coach Berry, he's definitely going to have to be content to probably sit Robinson for the rest of the quarter and hope he can make a run in the second half, keeping people in, out of foul trouble.
Yeah, at this point, I think Coach Berry just wants to keep it within 10 points to get his starters back in the ball game in the second half. But you're right, Mitchell has not done anything to really detract from the minutes that she's gotten, and probably she's done nothing but maybe encourage Coach Frau to maybe give her a few more minutes, stick with her. She's somebody that, at least to this point, we've been able to count on.
Nice steal there. That is Burgess. Burgess lays it up and in. And Coach Froud not happy with that play. So he calls a timeout. 2:33 to go in the first half, and that breaks at 8 straight points by the Tigers.
That's one of the things that's frustrating is we've done such a good job in the half court defensively here in the last 3 or 4 minutes of play, and then we allow a turnover there right at half court that just gives them an easy layup, and those are things that drive coaches crazy, especially Coach Froud.
Well, I think here with 2.5 minutes to go, it'd be nice to see us keep this 5 to 10 point lead before half. And it looks like Coach Froud as well is going to keep Huber with 2 fouls and Fitz with 2 fouls on the bench. And we would have played this entire. And Derek, I want to make note of that because we may talk about that later in the year. We may play this entire quarter without Huber, and we've played really well.
Yes, you're right. We've done a good job of not just hanging in there, but we've actually expanded a lead or taken the lead and expanded it while she's been on the bench. And that bodes well for the future of our team because we know that Justine's going to be the one that carries us most of the time.
Beeks gets a shot, unable to convert. It's 18-13 as we approach the 2-minute mark of the first half.
This is one of those where, Lynn, 5-point deficit. I wouldn't be really surprised to see Huntsville just pull the ball out and get to halftime so they can get their players back in the ball game.
Burgess misses another 3. And again, no 3-pointers tonight from either team. There's Macy Colchin and unable to get the floater to go. 18-13, 1 minute, 37 seconds to go. Burgess drives all the way, no good. Rebound Huntsville. Lady Eagles going to get a second shot.
Now we'll see if they slow it down.
Yeah, she walked. Michaela Butler that time on the walk for the Lady Eagles. And with 1 minute and 20 seconds to go. Oh, wow. Whoa.
I think that was a flop, Lynn. I think she flopped there.
And now Abby Smith pulls up, jumper. No good. And I think 52 is going to get called for over the back, which is going to give the Lady Tigers 2 shots. Creek with a foul. That's her first foul. And now Lacey Beeks with just 2 points tonight, but now with the opportunity, and she gets the first free throw. 19-13, 1 minute, 9 seconds to go in the first half. For halftime tonight, we'll take a few minutes of a break and then join you with some stats and stuff just before we start the second half. Beeks makes the second. It's 20-13. Lady Eagles coming down, trailing by 7.
Lynn, the first game out against Siloam Springs, we really struggled from the free throw line tonight. 8 of 10 here in the first half, so a great job by our girls settling down. And we knew that we were a better free throw shooting team than what we showed that first night. Tonight we're going out and proving that.
Abby Smith with her first foul. 1-on-1 opportunity here for Sydney Strickland. Shot on the way, no good. And uncharacteristic of a Huntsville team to miss some of the free throws and then a lot of three-point shots. There's Colchin for 3. First jumper, no good. 20-13. Coach Froud was hollering for 1 shot.
Well, that was 1 shot. I don't know if that was the shot he wanted.
And Macy, strong rebound by Macy Colchin. Some of the Huntsville fans looking for a foul there, not going to get it. Down to 20 seconds to go in the first half. Now down to 15. Abby Smith out to Ariana Mitchell.
Oh, hammered.
Mitchell gets fouled. Down to 10 seconds. And Ariana now with an opportunity to score. Ariana Mitchell shot on the way, no good. Now she'll get a second opportunity. Come on, Ariana, get you one. Get on the books here.
Yeah, she's really contributed. Got a couple of rebounds, played some good defense while she's been out in the game this entire quarter. There she goes. Got it on
Ariana
the
Mitchell with 1 of 2, and now it's a 21-13. At the buzzer, a shot on the way, no good by Brittany Gregg.
We're going to go to halftime here. The Grove Lady Tigers leading the Huntsville Lady Eagles 21-13. We'll join you. Let's see what kind of time that Coach Elder is going to put on the clock over there for a halftime. Probably give us about 8 or 10 minutes. We'll come back just a few minutes, give you some stats of the first half, be ready for the second half. We're going to go ahead and keep the camera on the court as you watch the cheerleaders. Probably doesn't look like the Prairie Grove cheerleaders are going to perform, but the Huntsville cheerleaders are going to perform. We'll keep the camera on there, and then we'll rejoin you here in about 5 minutes and give you some stats from the first half. That's all they had that quarter. Nice. 2 points. So they had 11 at the end of the first quarter. Wow.
We're back with you for the second half. And, Derek, we got a few seconds if you want to go through some halftime stats real quick.
Yeah, some of the things that jumped out at me is Lance Arguello's got our stats, and your wife's got some stats for us too. Prairie Grove Lady Tigers, many times when you shoot 26% in the first half of a ball game, you're not going to be winning that ball game, but somehow we've got an 8-point lead, and we've only shot 26% from the field, Lynn. One of the other things is just 5 turnovers. That's better than what we saw last week against Siloam Springs, so a better job of taking care of the ball for the Lady Tigers, and hopefully we'll be able to play this half without all the foul trouble that we had in that first half.
I believe the leading scorer right now is Macy Colchin.
You're right. She's got 7 points.
7 points for Macy, and there's a shot. Callie Robinson, I think that's her first basket of the night. Leading scorer for the Lady Eagles is number 15, Vanessa Burgess.
Yeah, Huntsville only had 2 points in that second quarter.
Dubberly now, we've got all the starters for both teams back in, and turnover there for the Lady Tigers.
Yeah, just as I was bragging about the Lady Tigers taking care of the ball there on the second possession, we throw the ball away and give it right back to Huntsville. So Huntsville's got it here, trailing 23-15 here in the early going of the third quarter. And now they turn it over to the Lady Tigers.
You know, one of the things you notice, these teams are very well coached. These coaches have been to state championships, won state championships, been in finals, made runs in the state tournament. So these coaches have been there, and some of these, there's Whitney Fitz for 3, no good. But you can tell that it's early in the season because the girls are both teams are just a little bit out of sync.
Yeah, you're right. Not really got their conditioning under them probably yet. Like you said, we played a lot of games in the early going of this season. Four games.
Yeah, we played Greenland a week ago tonight, then followed up with Shiloh the following night. And there is Colchin for another basket. She now has 9 points. But, and then we played Greenwood on Saturday,
yep.
And now tonight. So in this 7-day period, 4 games, shot on the way, no good.
And then the first game that we played was double overtime. So that was like a game and a half.
Yeah. And now there is Whitney Fitz, drives all the basket, no good. Rebound by Burgess. Nice clear rebound there. 25-15, Lady Tigers lead by 10. Put a good crowd out for both teams for a Tuesday
really
night
is.
game. Huntsville always brings a lot of people.
That is a basketball town. They really love their basketball over there, and usually got good teams as well.
Really good defense that time by Lacey Beeks. She's able to stand still, didn't put her, a lot of times you put your arms up too high and they run until they call a foul.
Yep.
She was able to contest it and yet not draw the foul. Excellent defense.
Yeah, it was a good adjustment by Lacey because she knows that these referees are a little bit trigger happy with their whistles, so it's a good job of her of avoiding the foul.
Nice play there by Burgess on the steal for the Lady Eagles. So nice defense right now by both teams. Abby Smith getting ready to check in for the Lady Tigers. There's Robinson back into the game after sitting the entire second quarter. Dubberly's kind of living in the lane there. I was looking for my guy to give me 3 seconds down there. 4 minutes, 50 seconds to go in the third quarter, 25-15. Interesting to see Robinson up here at the top of the key. Now there she goes. She's going down there trying to work it inside.
Yeah, they'll use their post players to step out and reverse the ball and look inside and try to get that high-low pass. Good finish there by Robinson inside.
And the difference between her and Drewer right there, they were able to get that lob pass in, and then even being contested there, Robinson able to convert 25-17. Lady Tigers with an 8-point lead. Their largest lead has been 10 points. And there is Huber driving, no good. Huber's lucky she didn't get over the back there, and now rebound by the Lady Eagles.
Robinson's not only got height, but she's got some athletic ability and some coordination to be able to come down with the catch, make the good finish on that last possession.
Striplin, I thought, was going to get it inside to her there, but now there's a shot there by Robinson. Turnaround jumper, in and out. Colchin gets the rebound. And now, nice play there by Macy. Because of Macy's injury last year, she didn't get any playing time. but she plays extremely aggressive and with little or no fear whatsoever.
Yeah, she's not hesitant at all when she's got the ball in her hands, and even without the ball in her hands, she's really going in and attacking the offensive glass. Been a very aggressive defender, and she's not been intimidated or a little timid from that injury at all.
Robinson for three. Bottom!
Oh, my goodness.
Yes! With 3 minutes and 12 seconds to go in the third quarter, we finally get a three-point basket for either team tonight.
Lynn, if I would have had money on any girl to make that our first three-point shot, and I'm not saying anything against Callie, I've just never seen her shoot one out there.
Dubberly battling inside. She's going to draw the foul. Let's see who they call it on. They're going to call it on Huber. That's Huber's second foul. So Huber with 2. She sat the entire second quarter. Dubberly makes the first.
Right. I really thought she had 2 fouls the whole time. I assumed that she was over there with foul trouble, and I guess I lost track.
28-18, Abby Smith coming in.
Our other players got on a roll while she was out of the game, and Coach Froud stuck with them.
And now Dubberly makes both. It's 28-19.
Full court pressure here from Huntsville. Well, that seemed like a pretty quick 5 count. That's the second 5 count that Huntsville's been able to draw from the Lady Tigers.
Whitney Fitz back in. Colton going to take a break. Abby Smith had come in for Fitz, and now Fitz right back in, and they get it into Gragg. Gragg out top to Stripling. Robinson, about a 14-footer, good. And now Robinson has closed the gap down to 7, 28-21.
You can definitely tell Huntsville's a different team when she's out on the floor. She's had a lot of minutes. That I think the last half of the first quarter and then the entire second quarter, she was out of the ball game.
Foul going to be on Dubberly. That's going to be Dubberly's 4th foul with 2:28 to go in the third.
Well, and that's what you've got to do when you've got officials that have called a lot of fouls. As a player, you've got to adjust. You've got to back off of a little bit, know that the officials are looking for fouls. And Coach, I think that ball, that inbounds pass, hit Coach Froud's hand, Lynn, and they called a violation on us right there. I've never seen that happen. I wish I could go back and watch it on replay, but I think our own player was inbounding the ball right there, and Coach Froud had his hands extended, and she hit his hands, and the officials called a interference violation. So turnover, Huntsville gets the ball back.
Chance to close it down to 5 points, possibly even 4. Oh, Huber lucky not to get the foul there. 28-21, 2:06 to go in the third. Lady Tigers holding on to a 7-point lead. Has had as big of an 11-point one time, 28-17.
And just as a frame of reference, Lynn, that Huntsville only had 2 points in the second quarter. They've come out with Robinson back on the floor. They've scored 8 points in just 6 minutes of the third quarter. So definitely a different ball team offensively with Robinson out on the floor. They still can't buy a bucket from the outside, though.
Burgess missed that three-point pretty badly, and now nice hustle there by Butler, but Lady Tigers going to have possession. 1:53 to go, 28-21. Lady Tigers been a little while without a basket. And now good defensive play there by Michaela Butler and causes a turnover. Lady Tigers are having a hard time getting it in. Good pressure by the Lady Eagles.
They've really denied the inbounds pass, not just in the baseline situation or the sideline situation, but in the full court situation. They've done a good job of pressuring us, and we've got to make an adjustment and be able to get the ball in bounds.
And they're doing pressure even on a turnover
even on
there.
A miss. You usually don't see that.
Abby Smith for 3.
Oh.
No good. Rebound, Colchin, no basket. And calling the foul. They're going to call the foul on the floor.
I think Abby was surprised. She was so open on that shot. She just dribbled the ball up the court and expected somebody to come out and guard her. Nobody did, so it was a good-looking shot by Abby.
The Lady Eagles have done a good job of keeping. Now they're going to call Abby Smith for a push. going to be the Tigers' second foul. But they've kept Huber in check here in the third quarter. I think she's still sitting on 6 points.
Yeah, they really have. They've made it hard for her to catch the ball, and then when she has caught the ball, they've done a good job of on-the-ball defense and then having some help defense reach in there and detract her or keep her from being able to score.
Nice move by Robinson. She's closed the gap to 5. 6 straight points now for the Lady Eagles, and Tigers need a basket.
Yeah, we got to respond here. We got to get a good look on this offensive trip.
Oh, yep, right. That's the right call.
Yeah.
Don't like the fact that we walked, but it's the right call. 1 minute to go in the third quarter, and now, after scoring 6 straight, the Lady Eagles with a chance to close this and make it definitely a game here going in the fourth quarter. Robinson looking for position inside. Beeks trying to get in front of her. Lady Tigers doing a nice job right now on defense. Down to 30 seconds to go here in the third quarter. 28-23.
What I find fascinating about Huntsville, Lynn, is even Coach Berry's state championship teams from the late 90s. Yeah, she walked. Good call. But Huntsville has run it. You won't see them run anything else offensively the entire ball game. They stick with this offense. They run it since 7th grade and probably even Pee Wee basketball. They know Coach Berry's system, and they run it sometimes to perfection. Probably not to his liking, but when they're on and they're executing the way that they're supposed to, it's kind of neat to see.
Now here comes Huber inside. She's going to draw the foul from Robinson. That's going to be Robinson's third. Comes at 7.4 seconds to go here in the third quarter, and this would be Huber's first points of the second half.
And sometimes that's what we need Justine to do, is just get the ball, attack the basket. A lot of times you'll get a foul called in that situation, and especially when we just needed a point to kind of stop the bleeding. Good job by Justine in attacking the basket, getting to the free throw line.
But you can definitely tell a difference in this team with Robinson in the game. 29-23. And now Huber's second shot on the way. It's good. She makes them both 30-23. Gets a shot off, no good. And after 3 quarters of play, the Lady Tigers 30, the Lady Eagles 23. We'll be back for the fourth and final quarter right after this.
PG Telco is the proud sponsor of PGTigersOnline.com, where you can find out all the very latest of what's going on with all the sports teams right here in Prairie Grove. But PG Telco is more, a lot more. They offer phone, internet, long-distance services, and bundles, making it all affordable. And that includes DirecTV. For your home or office, staying connected to the fast-paced world is as easy as calling PG Telco. Call 846-7200. That's 846-7200. PG Telco, built on community, focused on progress.
Okay, we're back for the fourth and final quarter. And Derek, what about some first half or third quarter stats?
Yeah, Macy Colch is still leading the Lady Tigers with 9 points. Justine's got 8 points, and then Beeks has got 6 rebounds. She's leading us in rebounds through 3 quarters. Our field goal percentage has ballooned up from 23% to 27%. So we're still shooting a lot lower than Coach Frau would like, but I'm sure anytime you're shooting that low a percentage and you got a 7-point lead, I guess you'll take it. Hopefully we can finish it off here in the fourth quarter.
Robinson leading the Lady Eagles with 8 points, 6 in the third quarter. And now the fourth and final quarter underway. Lady Eagles have the ball. And Dubberly in. She's playing with 4 fouls now. Stripling with the ball. She's attacking Fitz. Burgess. Burgess has been very aggressive on the floor tonight. Now inside of Dubberly. Nice play. No good. Dubberly with a second shot. Foul's going to be, I believe, on Callie Robinson. 34, yep. Third team foul. That is Robinson's third. 7:31 to go in the ball game. No good for Dubberly on the first shot.
Well, Drewer came in the first half and played really well. She didn't even play in the third quarter.
6-point lead for the Lady Tigers. Whitney Fitz dribbling out top. Nice aggressive play there by Dubberly. Now gets it inside to Huber, and they're going to, let's see, if they're going to give that one to 15, they're going to give that one to Burgess. And while they can use both Burgess and Robinson, that's her first, so they'll probably glad they called on her, not Robinson. It'd have been Robinson's fourth.
Yeah, I think the Huntsville fans, they were not happy with the foul being called, but if they had to choose the two, I think they gave it to the right one.
Huber makes both free throws. That gives her 10 points on the night. (32-24). Dubberly shot, no good. Rebound, Beeks. Another rebound for Beeks tonight. As you mentioned earlier, she's kind of leading us on the boards. I think she has 8 rebounds now.
Coach Froud spreading the floor. He's got all five players on the perimeter, looking for back cuts, looking for over-aggressive play by Huntsville. See if we can get a layup out of this.
We're going to get a 5-second call here. Double dribble is the call, but we were about to get a 5-second there.
Yeah, and I was watching the referees as Coach Froud was trying to tell Whitney to pick the ball up to start a new 5 count. Neither referee, at the time that I was watching, was giving a count with their hands, so I don't know if they had the count going or not. Usually they do, but sometimes you never know.
And a three-point, the old-fashioned three-point play now. Opportunity for Robinson, and Robinson now has 10 points, and a fourth foul now on Callie Robinson. 4 team fouls for both teams here as we're in the fourth quarter. 6 minutes, 11 seconds to play in the game, 32-26. Robinson comes out of the game. In the game right now for the Tigers, Beeks, Huber, Fitz, Colchin, and Smith. Rebound goes to Huber. Now Beeks drives to the basket, up and good. Lacey Beeks, 34-26.
Great job of Prairie Grove pushing the ball back, getting the basket right there by Lacey Beeks. Kind of caught Huntsville off guard, a little bit sleeping there on defense. We've caught them a few times in full court fast break offense there.
Burgess all the way up and good. No, I'm sorry, that wasn't Burgess that time. That was Michaela Butler.
And there we go again. Huntsville falls asleep again. Great pass from Whitney Fitz to Lacey Beeks for the easy finish. The lead's back up to 8.
36-28. Beeks has doubled her point total in the last 2 times
Yeah.
down. There is Butler for 3, no good. And
great block out by Colchin.
And they're going to call.
Oh no.
They're going to call Macy.
That's a bad
for the
call,
foul.
Lynn. That was a great block out by Macy Colchin right there. I don't know what the referee said. Coach Froud's not happy about it either, but the referee's saying she can't hold her like that. It looked like a great block out by Macy, and I bet she'll do it again right here. And usually they won't call that. That was just a great block out.
3 fouls now on Macy, and inside there's Robinson. Easy basket. 36-30. 5 minutes to go in the ball game. I imagine the intensity level is going to pick up now. Whitney Fitz with the ball. She drives to the basket. She challenged Robinson. Robinson responded, and then a walk on Butler on the rebound, or on the pickup from the block shot. Boy, Robinson rejected that.
Wonder if she's a volleyball player too, because that looked like a pretty good play for volleyball.
If she's not, she should be. There, gets it out to Huber. 6-point lead for the Lady Tigers. 4 minutes, 45 seconds to go in the ball game.
I like this play by Coach Froud. He's trying to isolate Justine. She's got Dubberly on her, who's obviously not as quick as Justine.
No good there by Abby Smith, and the Huntsville crowd is pleading, begging, almost praying for a foul right now. 36-30. Huntsville boys, I see over there in the corner getting ready to come out. They're watching the final minutes of this game. That could be a football team over there. Inside, Robinson turnaround jumper, in and out, no good. Abby Smith with the rebound. We are at the 4-minute mark in the fourth quarter. Now, I like this, one-on-one, Robinson on Huber.
Yeah, Robinson can't be too aggressive here because she's got foul trouble, and as you can see, she's tired. Justine can go by her anytime she wants.
And Huber's just kind of attacking and pulling back, keep the separation, running a little clock. And now here comes some help. Macy Colchin with the ball, gets it back out to Huber.
Yep.
And now they're going to, yep. I got to tell you, I'm not a Huntsville guy here, but that was a little ticky-tack foul there. I mean,
I think she got her forearm into her a little bit, Lynn. I'm going to give the referee the benefit of the doubt on that one.
I rarely do.
Well, it depends on which way it goes. That time we agree with him.
And now a timeout for the Tigers. I believe Prairie Grove may only have one timeout left.
I think they have two, Lynn, if I'm not mistaken. I think Coach Froud used one in the first half, and I think this is his second one in the second half. I might be wrong, though. It wouldn't be the first time.
Well, as we hear the song in the background, let's talk about this weekend.
Goodness.
We're going to have the SEC champion will be playing Notre Dame for the national championship. And, Derek, I'm not even sure who's playing in the SEC championship. Do you have any idea?
So you're saying Georgia is playing Notre Dame. Is that what you're going to say? The SEC, is that what you're predicting right here, right now, in front of millions of people?
I'll tell you what. Well, you know what? That particular game is going to be a very good football game. And I think that the matchup, athlete-wise, they match up their tit for tat. Georgia's got a lot of good athletes. Yeah. I'd say the biggest difference is how many, the Alabama players have played in so many big games, and that may end up being the difference. Because you tighten up. I mean, we've seen over the last – I mean, I know we're here at a high school game, but we're talking about sports in general. Those big games, you'll see teams tighten up. I mean, you see a Kansas State team who was almost perfect throughout the season, and then they get the number one, on their back, and they look like a third-grade peewee team against Baylor.
Well, one thing about it, Lynn, Georgia played in the SEC championship game last year, came up a little bit short against LSU. But as long as Johnny Football doesn't show up in that ball game, I think Alabama's probably going to win.
And I think that's Burke's fifth foul. Yeah, with that fifth foul, while we got another second here, I'll wait to see who's going to replace Burks. Old Johnny Football, he may be the first freshman to ever win a Heisman. And I'll tell you, from a Heisman standpoint, I thought the only freshman that ever deserved it was Herschel Walker. That's been, 30 years ago, 30 plus. But I think Johnny Football may walk away with it.
He may.
All right, back to the girls' basketball action.
Here we go.
Abby Smith with the shot on the way. No good. Abby now with a chance to get the lead to 7. 3:19 to go. We'll be in the bonus from here on out. And second shot on the way, and it rattles in, 37-30. 3:18 to go in the ball game. Tigers have held the lead now pretty much since the beginning of the second quarter.
Yeah, that was really the key part of the ball game when Robinson went out of the game.
Huber was out as well.
Huber was out of the game. We were able to get some separation, and they haven't been able to close it.
3-point shot, again missed there by Strickland. And the Eagles have had zero success from three-point land, and there is a foul on Burgess. I believe she's up to, well, that's only her second foul. She has 2 fouls, 2:56 to go in the game, and Huber with a 1-and-1, chance to stretch this to 9. No good. So a break there for the Lady Eagles. 37-30.
Lady Tigers.
Burgess
now.
for three. Again, no good. Rebound goes to Colchin. And now Huber's going to have the ball up front. She's going to be guarded by Burgess. Burgess going to be a little more aggressive. They're double teaming Huber now out front. Back to Huber. Quick hands there by Burgess.
Oh, good play by Burgess.
She gets it to Greg, and Greg's going to walk. Nice play. Quick hands by Burgess.
Very nice play, and an even better play to keep the ball in bounds and make the nice pass to her teammate to keep the possession of the ball.
Drewer had been back in the game whenever Dubberly went out, and now into the game is Sierra Creek. Gets the ball in to Huber. Now Beeks. Beeks having a little trouble with it. Now she gets it across the timeline.
Get it out of that corner. Good pass.
And now there's Whitney Fitz, and now the Tigers are just trying to run the clock down. Wow, she got away. Whoa. That was, again, little ticky-tack foul. Derek.
Well, this is one of those things that sometimes you can learn, and we've seen these officials. They've been, somewhat consistent tonight. They've called.
They've actually called. I joke about
decent.
the officials,
Yeah.
but they've really called a good game tonight. And even in the first half, I mentioned there was a lot of fouls called, but they were fouled. Both teams were fouling.
Yep.
There it is. Both shots made by Whitney Fitz, and now the lead 9 as we are at the 2 minutes to go in the game. And the Tigers just have to play good defense here, smart on offense, and can snap a 2-game losing streak.
And the way Huntsville shot the ball from the outside. A 9-point lead is looking pretty good at this point with 1:47 left.
I've been saying that Dubberly found out. I'm sorry, that was Robinson.
Robinson
that fell out.
Yeah.
My mistake on that. 1:47 to go. Now Whitney Fitz with the ball, gets it up the court to Huber. She's being guarded. And now a foul on 21, Stripling. Burgess is a very aggressive defender there. She is all over Huber when she crosses the timeline.
She's played a good game on both ends of the floor, really. She's made some good offensive plays, played hard defense.
Huber, 8 of 9 from the free throw line, 89%. We say that and she misses it. Now 8 of 10 down to 80. 136, three-pointer on the way. No good. And now the rebound goes to Burgess. 39-32, 125 to go in the ball game. Gets the ball down to Fitz. Fitz dribbles it out. She gets it to Colchin, over to Abby Smith, and it's cleared out front down to minute 10.
Yeah, no need to force anything here. Huntsville's got to play aggressive. They've got to make the move. Probably got to foul you eventually.
Now Whitney Fitz by herself. 1 minute to go in the game. 7-point lead for the Lady Tigers.
Huntsville electing not to foul.
I'm a little surprised by that.
I am too. A lot of time left.
And now you almost have to foul at this point. And there. Now Coach Froud's going to take a full timeout with 39.9 seconds to go in the game. And a little surprised there Coach Berry didn't have him fouling.
Yeah, it's just a 7-point game. When we got possession of the ball, there was over a minute left in the ball game, and they've spent a lot of time trying to double team the ball. Never did commit the foul, put us at the free throw line. We have shot the ball well from the free throw line tonight, but at this point in the game, if you're going to try to win it, you got to take your chances and put us at the free throw line.
Again, I want to thank our East Lab students. Danny Davis producing tonight. Also helping out Samantha Dodd on our camera, and also on the camera, Ethan Sams and Casey Stamps. Alicia Frenfrock has also been helping us tonight. So always appreciate them and Miss Burton and all they do in the East Lab for our kids. And Derek, with just 39.9 seconds to go, it looks like the Lady Tigers, with a few more seconds ticking off, should end that 2-game losing streak, get back to the winning ways.
And that'll be good for us. We played some tough teams. Huntsville's, a tough team. They moved up to the 5A conference classification last year, so to be able to beat them again would be a big win for our girls, get our confidence back up after a tough 2-game stretch that we've had.
There is very aggressive again is Burgess, and then the foul is going to go to Stripling. I tell you what, those are quick hands there by Miss Burgess.
That's the second time she's kind of poked the ball away from Justine. Coach Froud not happy about it. Justine knows better. She's been in just about every situation in her 4 years as a high school player, so she'll learn from that, be able to protect the ball better. Good job hitting that first free throw by Justine after missing her last 2.
Makes them both 41-32, and now 3-point shot on the way, no good, and down to 25 seconds to go in the game. Huber with the ball, and now Abby Smith down to 20 seconds. Stolen by Burgess. Nope. Colton's going to get it back down to 15, and the Lady Tigers are probably going to hang on here for the victory. Down to 10 seconds, and that's going to do it. Two, one, and that's the ball game, folks. Our final score, the Prairie Grove Lady Tigers 41, the Huntsville Lady Eagles 32. Well, that's a victory, and now the Lady Tigers move to 3-2 on the season. 3 victories coming against Siloam Springs, Greenland, and then tonight Huntsville. So 2 of those wins, one over a 6A, one over a 5A. Our losses coming to a 5A school and a 6A school, so we've kind of split in the upper classification and won a game against a 3A school.
Greenland,
so
yep.
We haven't played anyone in our classification yet.
Yeah, it's nice to drop down every once in a while and play somebody a little smaller than you. Lynn, I've got a few stats here for the team if you want me to go over those. Prairie Grove shot 75% from the free throw line, 18 of 24, so almost half of our points came from the free throw line. That was big tonight. We had 25 total rebounds as a team, and we ended up with 10 turnovers on the night, but just 1 in that fourth quarter, and that was big because Huntsville really turned up their defensive pressure there in the fourth quarter, and they only had Prairie Grove only committed 1 turnover. Lacey Beeks ended up with 8 points and 7 rebounds. Whitney Fitz with 2 points. Justine ended up with 12 points. Macy Colton with 9 points. Ariana Mitchell came in the second quarter, did a nice job. She finished with 1 point. Callie Robinson with 6 points. And then Abby Smith off the bench. Actually, yeah, Abby was off the bench tonight. She ended up with 3 points as well.
And I want to definitely call the play of Ariana Mitchell tonight, because Ariana got in the second quarter, played the entire second quarter, and as a sophomore, and really even as when she played on the ninth grade team, did not always start. I mean, she got some playing time. She started some, but she definitely held her own tonight. Did a nice job. Want to recognize her for great play, and across the board, Whitney Fitz played a good game. Lacey Beeks great on the boards. Of course, the always reliable Justine Huber doing a great job. Callie Robinson got some good minutes, hit the only 3-point basket of the entire night for either team. I mean, Huntsville had no 3-point baskets. And then I definitely want to call out Macy Colton. She was aggressive on both ends of the floor. Well, we've got about 10 minutes before we're going to start the boys' game, so we're going to take a quick break. You'll see some basketball action going on out there as they warm up, and we'll be back for the boys' game in about 10 minutes.
Got the starting lineups for the boys game. Huntsville will start out with number 22, Cole Frick. Number 21 is Ricky Scott for Huntsville. Number 12 is Logan McCullough. Number 15, Chakota Clark. And rounding out the starting lineup is number 14, Colby Faulkner for Huntsville. They've got about 20-plus players over there on the bench, Lynn. Coach Stafford historically will play 5.
Well, you said they love their basketball, and they like to be part of it. And they've had great programs, both boys and girls, well over the years. And here, starting lineup for the Tigers is first, 00, Tanner Purcell. Number 3, Cameron Dowdy. Number 4, Ty Tice. Derek Arguello. Number 22 and number 44 is Brad Doublehead.
Well, we may have a hard time seeing number 3, that's Blake Evans for Huntsville. I'm going to have a hard time keeping track of where he is on the floor. I don't think his shoes are quite bright enough. I didn't wear my shades in here.
Well, I'll tell you, his shoes look a lot like the Prairie Grove Tiger football team. I'll see those bright yellow shoes of the Tigers, and I'll call flag during the middle of the game, and I realize it's a shoe. Well, I'll tell you, these Huntsville guys, they're bulky. Look like some of the guys off the football team, maybe.
Well, I was going to say they haven't played a football game in about 3 or 4 weeks over there at Huntsville, so they've got their full team again, and we're going to be a little bit shorthanded, but we'll give them a game as best we can with the 5 we've got on the floor, and we got some guys off the bench that'll come in and contribute tonight too.
Tigers control the tip, went to Dowdy, he got it to Tice, and now in the half-court offense. Cameron Dowdy sporting the Alvin Iverson arm sleeve tonight. For 3, no good. That was Purcell. Purcell's a sophomore, if I'm not mistaken.
You're right. Moved in from Farmington this year, so he's a new player for us, learning our system.
3-point shot on the way, no good. Arguello, that was number 3, Blake Evan.
Lynn, I think they announced one of the – nice pass.
Nice job. That was Arguello with the nice pass, and then finishing it off is Purcell. He's also sporting the Allen Iverson arm sleeve, so things started several years ago and still in style, I guess, Derek.
As long as we're not talking about practice. This is a game situation. No practice. For all you Iverson fans out there.
2-0 Tigers lead, and ball inbound, and no good. Doublehead going to be called for the foul. Shot was Ricky Scott. Ricky Scott's going to have 2 shots. His first Huntsville game, it seems like I called in a long time that it wasn't a Trumbo or
a Robinson,
a burger.
Yeah. Goodness gracious, they're all in the pipeline over there at Huntsville.
Second shot on the way from Scott, and it's no good. But the rebound's up and good. Number 14, Colby Faulkner, comes in, sneaks in, gets the rebound. It's all tied up at 2. Purcell with the ball up top. Cameron Dowdy gets it down to Ty Tice. He looked inside.
Well, Coach Elder's keeping our score over there on the scoreboard. He's doing a nice job. He's got us up 4-0, Lynn. He hadn't caught it quite yet. The Huntsville fans will they'll catch it in just a second and start yelling at him.
He's about to correct it. Nice grab by Doublehead. He's going to be fouled. I believe that's going to be number 21, Ricky Scott, with the foul. They're going to give Doublehead shot for that?
I think so. I think he was going up on that.
That's almost like one of those passes that are uncatchable. That was a shot that was unmakeable.
Yeah, there was really no need to foul right there, but we'll take the free throws if we can get them.
And Doublehead misses the first one. Yeah, that's just, those passes in football, they don't call the flag because it just went over his head. Well, that was, I'll tell you, he was so far into the basket there. That's one of those shots you take in horse and say, try to make that one. Okay, Doublehead misses both, and both teams have missed 2 free throws, and so we're all tied up at 2. 6 minutes to go here in the first quarter. Just getting underway. Huntsville Eagles, Prairie Grove Tigers. 3-point shot on the way, and it's good. Cole Frick.
That's one thing you always have to guard when Huntsville plays is the 3-point shot. They've always traditionally been a good outstanding three-point shooting team, and that was a good shot there by Frick. We got to get out and guard that 3-point line tonight.
Yeah, those Trumbo boys could light up the three-pointer for sure. They're going to call double head for the walk. 5-2. You know, I heard that they recently, speaking of Huntsville, that they recently had a 5-year reunion or a 6-year reunion or something, or a reunion. No, it was they got inducted into the Huntsville Hall of Fame.
Oh, really?
The 2007 basketball team that went 30-1.
I didn't know that existed, a Huntsville Hall of Fame.
Huntsville Hall of Fame. I heard that, and they honored that team, and they all got to come back. And
did they invite Kevin Morton to that ceremony?
Oh,
we better not speak of his name too loudly.
No, we're not in these parts, not amongst these fans. Ty Tice with a foul. Prairie Grove Tigers already with 3 fouls. That's Ty's first. 5-2. The Eagles lead the Tigers. That's Clark. That's a 2-pointer. And now it's 7-2. Arguello, a good pass inside. And now into the game is Blake Sims or Peyton Sims. Blake Sims, he was the football coach, wasn't he?
Blake Sims. I'm drawing a blank there.
Peyton Sims, was in the game. And now Ty Tice taking the ball strong. Blocked there by Scott. Nice rebound by Purcell, but unable to maintain the possession. For 3 is Clark. He misses that one big time, and now Arguello with the rebound. Arguello's looked sharp passing ball night, Derek.
Yeah, he's got extra bounce in his step, and Huntsville's going to be one of those teams that they're always going to play really solid half-court man-to-man defense. Anytime you set any type of screen, they'll typically switch that screen, and so Prairie Grove's got to take advantage of some aggressiveness and maybe some over-aggressiveness by the Huntsville defenders. We got a good back cut on the first couple of possessions with Purcell. Got a nice little layup there out of it. There's another opportunity. Thought he got fouled.
Oh, got it. Wow. Dowdy. Huntsville did commit another foul. They've got 2 team fouls. And their defense, half-court defense, very, very aggressive, very tight.
It was just riding him the whole way out there. You got to clean that up. That would have definitely been called in that girls' game, I think. We'll see if they call it quite as tight in this boys' game.
That was Cole Frick on the foul. His first foul, team third. 4 minutes to go here in the first quarter. 7-2, the Eagles lead the Tigers. There is Purcell for 3, no good. Rebound goes to Frick, and he's going to bring it down.
Tanner's had a couple of good looks from the outside. See if he can get one to go.
Scott back out, moving the ball. Nice movement there by the Eagles. Shot by Faulkner does not go in, and now the Tigers lose the rebound out of bounds, and it's going to be possession for the Eagles. 7-2, Eagles lead. There's Ty Tice. He gets the inbound, steals the inbound.
Yeah,
they're going to
carry the ball. That's a good call. Just got a little ahead of himself. He had a 3-on-2 opportunity and got a little too excited there.
You know, Ty, he has definitely put on some meat on his bones. And and gotten a little height over the last couple of years. That's going to go off a foot. Tigers catch a break there. Only 1 basket so far. They scored the first basket of the game. The Eagles scored 7 straight. Neither team really got a hot hand right now.
Kind of started out a little bit like the girls' game. Both teams a little out of sync, trying to feel each other out here.
There's a long three in and out. Rebound by Arguello. He gets it out. There's Ty Tice. Nice job by Derek to get the rebound.
Yeah, he's been very active. Good
and there's
cut.
Purcell. Just unable to convert. Purcell made a nice cut. He's had some nice looks tonight, Derek, just not able to convert right now.
4 good open looks by Purcell.
They're going to call a walk on that one. And the Eagle fans didn't like that call at all. I've never been a fan of the bunny hop anyway. So.
No. Oh, not in high school basketball anyway. Maybe in the NBA you could get away with that.
Oh, you can get away with the NBA. We're running from one end of the court to the other.
You see how Huntsville's jumping out and playing those passing lanes really aggressively. We're going to get those back cuts if we'll just be patient enough to run the offense. And we're going to be able to get one of those looks. You got to save that, Peyton. You gotta love when Huntsville comes to town. It's all, they get fired up into their basketball. And I actually thought that was out on Prairie Grove, Lynn. But
it was. There's no question about it. They have all the right in the world to be a little upset.
Oh, there they got the ball back.
Now, justice has been served. Now here's Clark for 3. No good. Rebound, Dowdy. 2 minutes to go here in the first quarter. Tigers have not hit since nice steal there by Frick. Frick takes it the hole and good. 9-2. And Coach Ed's going to take a timeout. 1:54 to go here in the first quarter. The score, Huntsville Eagles 9, Prairie Grove Tigers 2.
I want you to try and imagine all the progress that's been made in medicine since 1918. Now try and imagine the progress that's been made in the insurance business as well. Needless to say, the changes have been massive, but Sterling Drug in Prairie Grove has kept up with it all. And Gary Davis and his staff are ready to provide you with the latest and most effective drugs, and they're going to work with the insurance companies as well. While there have been massive changes in medicine and insurance, one thing that has not changed is the quality professional care you'll receive from Sterling Drug. Sterling Drug, keeping you healthy since 1918.
Yeah.
We're back with you. 1:54 to go here in the first quarter. For those that may have just joined us, our Prairie Grove girls won tonight, beating the Lady Eagles in the first game. Now our boys are trailing 9-2 in the first quarter. Really had a tough time. The Huntsville defense has been fantastic on their end of the floor. There's Sims, and again, another block by Scott. And the Eagles again with the ball.
Well, this is a Huntsville team that you're not going to get many good looks, but the ones that you get, you got to convert. Peyton had a pretty good opportunity there. They did a good job of recovering, blocking the shot. But
Scott gets double head in the air, and he converts. Into the game now also for the Eagles is Peyton Green. He's joined the floor. Number 12 also in the game. Logan McCullough, although Logan's been in and out, I think, already in the game. 11-2 here in the first quarter, and the Tigers are not off to a good start.
And that was after scoring the first 2 points of the game.
Scott, he makes this free throw, and now the Eagles lead 12-2. The Tigers are already in a hole. They're going to have to fight back. They're just having a hard time in the half-court set.
Yeah, not handling the pressure that Huntsville. They're really aggressive, really physical on the ball.
We may have to find a way to get some transition points. There is a nice job by Tice, 12-4, and that's the first points we've scored in about 6 minutes.
Yeah, that broke us a drought. We needed to stop the bleeding and get things going again. Got to play solid defense. Huntsville doesn't look like they got a whole lot of offensive firepower. They're just going to try to out-muscle us on the defensive end and probably try to turn this kind of into an ugly game and a low-scoring game.
A nice job, pull-up shot there by Colby Faulkner. And that was a nice pull-up jumper there, Derek.
Yeah, it was. Good pull-up jumper off the dribble, and he was a little off-balanced on that shot, but a good job of getting the ball to go in the basket.
Arguello guarded by Green.
That's just too physical out there on the outside. Hopefully that'll be called and cleaned up as the game goes along.
Well, there's a call there already. Peyton Green fouling Arguello. That's the team's 4th foul. They've had 4 players each with a foul. Oh, Tice was open there for just a moment.
Yeah, good idea. That cut's gonna be open tonight at times. It would have been open right there because Green was so aggressive in the passing lane.
And he gets it to Scott. Scott puts it up and in. 16-4. And now we got to get the shot off, Ty. Oh! I don't even think he knew it was down to 2 seconds.
I don't think he did either. I don't know if somebody communicated to him, but boy, Huntsville came back with a flurry in that first quarter after we took the 2-0 lead.
And our points, one from Tanner Purcell. The other, I believe it was Purcell, got the first basket, and then Ty Tice just got a basket for the Eagles. Scott with 5 points. Also, number 22, Cole Frick with 5 points. Colby Faulkner with 4, and Chakota Clark with 2. So they've got 4 guys already at score. We've only got 2 guys to score so far, and they've only got a bucket apiece. And we have got to find a way to get some transition baskets because they are killing us in the half court.
Yeah, if you get into a half court situation, a grinded out game with Huntsville, it's not going to be pretty. We only took 11 shots in 8 minutes of play. That's not, you want that pace of play against a team like Huntsville to be much higher than that, much faster than that. We only took 11 shots. We only hit 2, so we're only shooting about 18% from the field. If we're going to shoot that low of a percentage, we've got to get many more shots than what we were able to get in that first quarter.
16-4, and of all things, they have the possession arrow. Frick gets it to Scott. Scott now with 7 points. 18-4. The man-to-man is tight pressure is just giving the Tigers fits tonight.
Yeah, let's see if we've run this 5-out motion offense, and I thought he tipped that ball, but I guess he didn't.
That's probably a makeup call, Derek. She was trying to overturn a while ago, so she had to make up for it.
That never happens, Lynn. What are you talking about?
Shot there, a three-pointer, good.
Goodness.
Logan McCullough, that's his first basket of the night, and now 5 players in the books already for the Huntsville Eagles. 7 minutes to go here in the first half. 21-4. He walked. Yep, he just picked it up and just kind of mistimed that a little bit on the handoff pass there.
Yeah, and if Prairie Grove can't figure out a way to handle the pressure, handle the physicalness, fight through it, be strong with the dribble, then it could get ugly early.
Scott battling inside, no good, gets his own rebound. Now they're going to call Peyton Sims for the foul, and Scott's going to go to the line. He's 1 of 3, I believe, from the line tonight.
Well, that was really good initial defense by Sims of keeping his hands up, making Scott shoot over him. What he failed to do was block him out after the shot went up. There was no contact, no block out there by Peyton whatsoever. So when you play good defense like that, you've got to make sure that you block out.
He misses that one, 21-4. No, Scott's the pretty good player, but he's struggled a little bit from the line tonight. Makes 1 of 2 there. I do believe he's 2 for 5 from the line tonight. Purcell with the ball. Gets it to Dowdy. Nice job.
Cut.
And then nice pass there by Purcell, but then not able to hang on with Doublehead, and 22-4.
Got to take advantage of those opportunities. You're not going to get a whole lot of them, but when you get them, you got to make the catch. You got to make the shot.
Oh, there's going to be a foul there. Not sure who the foul was on. I believe it was Dowdy. Nope, going to be Doublehead. That's his second foul. Team's 5th. That's his 3rd foul. That is Doublehead's 3rd foul. And with 6 minutes to go, here in the second quarter, I wouldn't be surprised to see him come out. Misses the shot, does McCullough.
And really all 3 of Brad's fouls tonight, he's been out of position.
Scott's coming out now, number 35, Will Anderson, into the game. And misses both free throws, and now Anderson, he's going to tie up Doublehead, and possession arrow in favor of Prairie Grove. 6:02 to go. Now coming into the game is Sims for Doublehead.
One thing about Huntsville is they're not going to back off their defensive pressure at all. We're going to either have to deal with it.
Tice drives. He's going to get fouled. He just kind of forced the action that time.
Yeah, I mean, and sometimes the referees reward you. Sometimes it pays off when you just put your head down and go right into the contact rather than shying away from it. So good job by Ty attacking the basket there.
And Ty Tice misses the first free throw. And I'll tell you, when we get to the free throw line, we got to make them. It's probably going to be the only uncontested shots we get all night.
Right.
Second shot on the way by Tice. It's good. That's 3 points for Tice, 22-5. Anderson getting good position inside. Green, quick hands. Tice able to recover, and now Arguello saves it. Back to Tice. Green was on one end of the floor just a second ago. Now he's on the other.
That was a great hustle play by Green.
And then he gets it to Dakota Clark, and it's 24-5. 5 minutes to go in the first half, and the Tigers have. Oh, and nice pass. Let's just call that a pass. Purcell puts it back in, 24-7. Purcell and Tice, only 2 Tigers on the board right now. Purcell with 4, Tice with 3.
Well, Purcell's got to get out there on McCullough. He's shown the ability to shoot the outside shot.
Nice drive and floater there by Cole Frick. 26-7.
You hope as the game goes on that the defense will slow down and be less aggressive, but so far it really hasn't. We've got
now
just more unforced turnovers.
Will Anderson, strong move to the basket. He gets the foul. He's fouled by Dowdy. That's Dowdy's first. The team's that's Cameron's second foul, and the team's 5th. Chance to convert the three-point play, 28-7. Just over 4 minutes to go here in the first half. And the extra point, the extra free throw line is good. And I've been calling too many football games this year.
We know where your head's at. It's okay. I've watched enough of it to know.
And now they're going to be called for a walk. And the Tigers, defensively, Huntsville has just bottled them up on the half court.
Swarmed us, yeah. They're just swarming us, and we've allowed their physical play to dictate what we're doing offensively. We kind of shied away from what we are trying to do offensively and not been able to convert anything. Looks like Prairie Grove's got 10 turnovers, Lynn, compared to just 2 for Huntsville. So that's a big key in the ball game.
And now Blake Evans with the ball with the shoes. Evans with a three-pointer on the way. Bottom, it's good. 32-7. 3:40 to go in the first half, and the Tigers have just struggled mightily in half court. Now foul will be on Will Anderson.
Will Anderson with the foul. Derek Arguello will shoot 2 for the Tigers.
Arguello misses the first. 32-7. Arguello with the second shot on the way, and this one is good. 32-8.
One possession at a time, Lynn. One possession at a time. Got to start getting some stops. Got to start taking care of the basketball and hope you can get back into the game.
Three-point shot on the way, no good. Rebound goes to Clark. There's Evans for three, no good. Rebound by Anderson. Now they're going to get a third try. And there, strong power move by Logan McCullough, 34-8. 3 minutes to go in the first half. There is Luke Lloyd for three. Bottom!
There we go.
There we go. 34-11.
You know, that's one thing Luke is very capable of doing is being a spot-up shooter, being able to catch the ball when he's open like that and get the ball.
I think they're going to call that. He's going to go to the line for 1-and-1. McCullough kind of went in there.
Bulled his way through there, didn't he?
A little bit under control, out of control.
Yeah.
3 fouls on Cameron Dowdy, and I don't know that I've seen Cameron out of the game yet.
Yeah, I don't think he's been out, and it looks like Coach Ed's going to make the move now. Put Tice is coming back into the game.
Back into the game. Shooting a 1-on-1. On the floor now for the Tigers is Sims, Lloyd, Arguello, Purcell, and Tice. Anderson, Frick, Clark, Evans, and McCullough in the game for the Eagles. 34-11, 2:45 to go in the first half, and the Eagles have been pretty much in control of the game from the beginning. Arguello, nice save. Now with an opportunity for the Tigers. And you're right, they're kind of got to take possession at a time. Thing is, once we get in this half court, we struggle. We sometimes almost ought to just move it down the court.
Yeah, see, right now it looks like Tice, just looking at 15, the guy that's guarding him, it just looks like Tice could be able to take him off the dribble. The problem is when you get by 15, there's always a couple other Huntsville defenders that are always in pretty good position to help and keep him from getting to the basket, which is one of the things that Ty does the best.
Peyton Sims gets out to Arguello, and the Tigers have had the ball down this end of the court now almost 30 seconds. Not able to really even get any really good looks. Now here's Purcell for three, no good, off the mark. Frick with the rebound. Here's Clark. He's challenging Lloyd. Sims goes for the foul, and he's going to be charged with a foul there. That's now 9 fouls, almost in the double bonus. That's his second foul. 34-11. Shooting 2 is Chakota Clark. First one on the way, no good. Both teams struggling from the line tonight.
They really are.
Colby Faulkner checking in for the Eagles, and also coming into the game for the Tigers is Leighton Smith. Leighton's a sophomore, and Frick makes the second one, 35-11, 1:46 to go here in the first half. Ty Tice There's Arguello for three. No good. Rebound goes to Clark. Now Frick with the ball. He's looking up for someone. Couldn't find him. Now he's just going to drive, and there's Clark for three. No good. Nice rebound or good box out there by Will Anderson, and now the Eagles are going to retain possession.
One of the problems, Lynn, is when the shot's gone up, our guys are running to the rim rather than finding a body to block out. Huntsville's gotten a lot of second opportunities and second chance and even third chance at shots on each possession.
And it's not taking more than three.
Right, yeah. By the time they get to the third one,
they're putting it down, and now looks like Clark's going to go to the line to shoot two in the double bonus now. Leighton Sims in the game, and he gets a foul. Leighton Smith. We got a Peyton Sims and a Leighton Smith. So there is Clark. He makes the first basket, 36-11. Second shot on the way, and it's good. 37-11. 26-point lead here for the Eagles. And now Tice drives hard to the lane. He's going to be fouled. I believe Clark's going to get that foul. Actually, 15. Clark gets the foul.
I think if Tice is under control, he's going to have that opportunity. As long as 15 is guarding him, he's going to be able to take him off the dribble.
I believe you're going to get Peyton Green in here to guard him.
Yep, good call.
Green is quick. He made that play a while ago. I looked down. He was on this end of the court.
Yeah, not only was he on this end, I think he was actually on the
floor.
On the floor and over against the wall.
Tice
good play by Sims.
Yeah, he kept it alive, and then Tice able to get the rebound, and then just can't control it up front again. There's Evans for three. No good. Rebound is Anderson, and Anderson's going to be fouled by Sims, I believe. He's going to get two shots. That's 3 fouls on Sims here in the first half. He's got 3. Dowdy's got 3. Anderson makes the first one, 38-12.
Anderson's a big kid.
And if I'm not mistaken, I think Anderson, we'll check down here with Scott in a second. I think Anderson's only a sophomore.
Wow.
39-12. Tice. He gets it over to Sims. Be a push there. We're in the 1-and-1, so looks like Arguello will get to have the opportunity for 1-and-1. Arguello with his front end of the 1-and-1. Shots on the way. Good. Arguello with his second shot. He's 2 of 3 from the line. 39-13. Second shot now about to get underway. Arguello takes a breath, shoots off the back of the rim. Rebound to the Eagles. Green, he gets it to Evans. Evans for 3. No good. You know, Huntsville's taken a lot of threes, but not able to convert. There was a nice move to the basket by Faulkner, and he misses.
Yeah, Evans is a good shooter, and we've given him too many good looks on the outside. I think he's only hit 1 out there, but he's got a good stroke.
And now Tice takes it strong to the basket. He's going to be fouled by Cole Frick. 12.1 seconds, 39-13.
You notice, Lynn, that we've been able to get to the free throw line the last 3 or 4 possessions just from putting our head down and going to the basket. Instead of passing the ball, being loose with it, and shying away from the physical contact from Huntsville, we've gone at him, gotten to the free throw line, we just haven't converted.
And Tice, uncharacteristically, he's missed a couple of free throws tonight. Arguello's a pretty good free throw shooter as well, and he's missing. There's Tice missing both, and Green in there battling, and he gets the rebound. He's got quick hands. Now we're down to just 6 seconds, and they're going to get Evans with a good shot. No good. And they're going to get a foul on Green over the back, I believe, of either Arguello or Tice, and they're going to get a chance to shoot. Tice wants to shoot. He's going down the free throw line.
He's missed, I think, 3 tonight. I think he's 1 of 4 at the free throw line. It's good to see him be confident, try to get back up there and want to take these 2 shots.
0.2 seconds to go here in the first half. 39-13. The double bonus, so Tice will get 2 shots here. This has been the largest lead of the game. It's been 26 points. And I don't think we've gotten any closer than 24. We've just really struggled. There's first one's made. Now 2 of 5. 39-14. Tice. Second shot on the way. This one's good as well. So he hits a couple there, and that's the end of the first half. And after one half of basketball, the score, the Huntsville Eagles 39, the Prairie Grove Tigers 15. Let's go ahead, Derek. We'll go ahead and do some stats, and then we can just join it right after.
All right, I'll give a few team stats that we've got. Prairie Grove in the first half committed 10 turnovers. Still shooting a poor percentage from the field, Lynn. Just 20% overall from the field, 4 of 20. We did hit 1 3-point basket, 1 of 7 from out there. At the free throw line, just 6 out of 14. That's 43% for the Tigers. So we're doing a good job of getting to the free throw line, just not a good job of converting those free throws. And then individually, some of the stats that I'm looking through, Dowdy with no points and 3 fouls. Ty Tice has got 6 points.
But 3 of 6 from a free throw line.
3 of 6 from the free throw line. Purcell's got 4 points. Arguello with 2 points. And then the other starter, Bradley, double head. I don't think he scored while he was in the game. And then he's got 3 fouls as well. So overall, Prairie Grove's just got to do a much better job of protecting the ball. And then when they get to the free throw line, converting those opportunities, because Huntsville is not going to give you many chances on the offensive end. I thought Purcell got some pretty good looks there early on in the ball game. Just couldn't convert them, and Huntsville really took advantage of it. For Huntsville, looking at their team stats, they're shooting 42%, so they have doubled what we're shooting on the offensive end.
And they're 55 in the 2-point land. They missed from 3 points.
Well,
Evans has made 1 of 5 from 3 points.
And looking at the overall shots, we only shot the ball 20 times. They shot 33 times. So when you're shooting a good percentage and you get 13 more shots in the first half than what we're shooting, you're going to have a big lead in the ball game. And then on top of that, Huntsville's taking care of the ball better. They've only got 3 turnovers in the first half. So it's a long hill to climb for the Tigers. But if we come out strong in the first half, right off a few points, maybe we can get some momentum and try to get this thing closer as the night goes on.
Well, just going through down the Huntsville players, Frick has 7 points, Scott with 8, McCullough with 5, Clark with 7, and Colby Faulkner, he's got 4, and he's made some nice moves to the basket. And then Evans with 1 3-pointer, 1 of 5, as I mentioned, and then Anderson with 5 points. So very just balanced.
Scoring,
They got Scott went out of the game for a while. When he went out, Anderson did a nice job, and they just have played a fantastic first half, and it shows in the score 39-15. We're going to take a quick break. We'll be back with you in about 5 minutes.
Well, we're back for the start of the second half. Huntsville's going to get the ball. They lead Prairie Grove 39-15. We'll see if the Tigers can make some adjustments, come out and play a better half, and try to get themselves back into the game. Got to remember the Tigers are still without some of their team. They got football season still going on. Huntsville's got their entire team here, so there's a quick turnover to start the second half. That's a good start. We'll see. Our problems have come mostly on the offensive end. We'll see if we can get something going, Lynn.
Well, it's 39-15. We're down 24. Been down as many as 26, but not any closer. This is where we've hung out here for about the last couple of minutes of the first half. Ty Tights with the basket. Derek, you just showed me something on your phone, and since we're media here, I guess, in such a sense.
This is breaking news, possibly.
Basket made there by Scott, 41-17. You want to share what you found on the ESPN line?
This was just sent to me by my aunt. She's got an ESPN Score Center. It's reported that LSU coach Les Miles has an offer from Arkansas for the head coaching job. What do you think about that, Lynn?
I'll tell you after our possession this time.
Wow.
Purcell shot on the way, no good. I think Purcell thought he was going to get a foul there. No foul called, but there's a foul called there on the other end. Purcell fouls number 14, Colby Faulkner. My initial thoughts on that is why? I mean, that's 4 fouls on Purcell, but I mean, you know, Les Miles, good coach. I mean, he's had success at LSU, but you know, sometimes they've won in spite of himself.
Well, there's not many coaches that haven't had success at LSU. I mean, that's just a breeding ground for big-time recruits. Always got a good team. If that's true, Lynn, that's
well.
That's
actually, I heard some of the rumblings on that driving home today, and I was like, but to see it on an ESPN, and that's according to reports, so we don't know if anything's true. Faulkner makes 1 of 2, 42-17, and now the Eagles get another possession. Oh, nice feed inside to Clark, and almost gets the three-point opportunity. He's going to be fouled. I believe that was Dowdy. So Dowdy now with 4 fouls. Dowdy with 4. And we also have Purcell with 4.
Doublehead's got 4 too.
Oh, I mean Doublehead. I'm sorry, Doublehead with 4. And Clark makes the first free throw, 43-17, and now 44-17. 27 points, the largest lead in the game. And Derek, we're not far away from having a running clock.
Yeah, the only thing, I think it doesn't take effect until the fourth quarter, Lynn. But, yeah, we've definitely got to make some headway to avoid that from happening. There's a good back cut.
Nice job. Cameron Dowdy, his first basket of the night comes with 6 minutes to go in the third quarter. And it looks like Leighton Smith's going to come in for him. He's playing with 4 fouls. Blake Sims, good defense, and now Arguello comes down with a rebound. 5 minutes, 45 seconds, third quarter. Tigers trailing 44-19. Dowdy. There's Tice. He's looking. And again, the defense, the pressure of Huntsville has been good. And now call for a push there is number 22, Cole Frick. Dowdy's going to take a seat on the bench playing with 4, or was it playing with 4 fouls. On the floor now is Tice, Smith, Arguello, Sims, and Purcell. You got 2 sophomores on the floor right now with Smith and Purcell.
This will be good minutes for these guys, even though there you go. Oh, gosh.
Block, and there's Tice for 3. Bottom.
There we go.
Yeah, there we go.
That one.
44-22, and this is the closest we've been in a while.
And maybe we can build on this, get us a little bit of momentum going here. Good start to the third quarter.
There's Scott, just gets good position, and he's got good basketball skills inside, and it's 46-22.
little bit too easy on the entry pass. It was good defense once he got the ball. Peyton did a good job of just getting his hands straight up and making him shoot over him, but we got to do a better job of denying him the pass inside. Let him catch it a little bit too deep.
Huntsville still being very aggressive defensively.
Yeah, you won't see them back down any at all, even when they get their substitutes in the ball game. They'll still play hard, aggressive man-to-man defense in the half court. There you go, Tanner.
Tanner Purcell with the basket, 46-24. You know, if you could get any kind of run, Derek, and get this thing down to 10, it could make a game out of it. He looked like he walked that time.
Yeah, still totally not out of the question here. Huntsville coming out a little bit sloppy in the third quarter. We look much sharper than we did in the first half. We've settled down a little bit.
Tice with the ball.
There you
Purcell,
go.
nice job. And now 46-26. 20-point lead. The Eagles been up as much as 27, now down to 26. And, Derek, if you could get this thing down to 14 or so, got a shot. In and out.
It really all starts on the defensive end. Once you start making stops and making several in a row, stringing a couple together, and you get a few baskets on the other end, you never know what could happen.
Like A.J. Plemons getting ready to come in for the Tigers. Nice pass inside. Blake Sims.
There you
it's
go.
Up and good, 46-28. And the Tigers still with a little fight in them, Derek.
Yeah, we come out much more aggressive, much more sharp on the offensive end. Even Coach Stafford's frustrated with how it's going right now, so you can expect Huntsville to really ratchet up their defense a little bit. But nice way to respond by Prairie Grove coming out in the third quarter after just being kind of, I don't even know, just going through the motions there in the first half. Good way to respond. Okay, Lynn, so we got to go back to Razorback football now.
Well, let's talk. I mean, let's just say if it's true, he's got an offer. Now, whether he would take it or not is something else. And, you know, my question for Coach Miles would be, unless you're having problems down in LSU, why would you I mean, LSU, he's established the program. You know, he's been out of Nick Saban's shadow for a while. He's won a national championship since he's left.
Yeah.
And, you know, he doesn't have that bad of a record against the top teams. And, heck, he was one game away from last year from maybe having one of the greatest seasons ever in college. So, not sure what the motivation would be unless it's dollar signs. There we go. Now with the ball is the Eagles, and Coach Stafford's got them a little more aggressive offensively. Faulkner with the shot. Three-pointer good. Colby Faulkner, 49-28.
Well, we gave him too much room right there. Tanner's got to close out on him a little bit tighter, get a hand right in his face into that shooting lane.
A.J. Plemons now in the game. Rebound, gets his own rebound. Purcell took a floater inside, got his own rebound. 49-30.
I think Tanner's going to be a good player for just a sophomore. He's, you know, still early in his high school career. There's another open three. Can't give those up.
Blake Evans now hits a three, and it's 52-30. And, you know, they went a long time without making a three, and then they put two back-to-back.
Yep.
Arguello, the pass intended for Arguello. Purcell picked it up, and Purcell now in double digits scoring.
We got to get back.
52-32. Really proud of the Tigers. They were on the verge of, you know, being in mercy ruled, and now they've really took the fight to them here in the third quarter.
Well, this is one thing that I think you know, sometimes Frick shoots a three.
That was Clark, I believe.
Clark, there's Frick, isn't it, with the ball?
Yeah, Frick.
But this is one thing that, as a coach, you kind of have to be a psychologist in a way too, Lynn, because we've come out and played Siloam Springs. We played Bentonville. We played Shiloh. And now we've played another team. We've played every game out. We've played a bigger team in classification and size-wise, bigger than we are. and we're playing, still a little bit short-handed with our football season still going on. So you got to kind of keep our kids as confident as they could possibly be, even though they've gone up, man, against Murderers Row here in the early going of the season. It's early in the season. You got a long way to go, and you hope that these types of things, these types of opponents will prepare you for your conference season. But, man, when we get into our conference season, it doesn't get a whole lot easier.
I mean, you got Farmington, Gravette, Pea Ridge, all are going to be excellent.
Berryville went to state last year. They've got their best 2 players back. So, yeah, it's not going to be easy going for us.
Backdoor cut. Nice defense there by Frick. 54-32, and now Coach Ed must have said something there because he got a tech.
I heard exactly what he said. He said, blow your whistle. But he said it much louder and much more assertive than what I just said it. And so the referee did blow his whistle and gave him a technical foul.
Coach Ed wanting to talk to the official that blew the whistle, and he's kind of ignoring him right now.
Yeah, we'll see if he works his way over there.
And Coach Ed does.
He's going to call timeout now so he can talk to him.
And now Coach Ed gets a chance to talk to the official. He took a timeout just to do it.
Let's see what happens here. It looks like a one-sided conversation at this point. Who is the fan over there sitting behind Coach Collins, Lynn? The baseball hat on with his hand in his,
Lance Lee.
No, the one right in front of Lance.
I'm not sure. Lance Lee's dancing to Jerry Lee Lewis right now.
Well, the guy right in front of Lance, he was giving it to that official, man. I don't know who that guy is.
I can't quite get my picture on him. All I can see is Lance Lee mimicking the words. He looks like Goose from Top Gun singing.
Oh, man.
Lance always a great fan of all Prairie Grove sports. Always good to see him in the stands. And the Eagles with the ball leading after the technical shots, 55-32. I think only one of 2 of the technicals were made.
Yep.
Frick with the ball. He gets it over to Faulkner. Faulkner, yeah, there you go. Yeah, he pulled his foot. 43-8. 43.8 seconds to go. 55-32. McCullough coming into the game. Logan McCullough, he's a pretty stocky kid.
He's a big kid, too.
He's taken it to the hole a few times. A.J. Plemons with the ball. He's in the game. There are only sophomores and juniors on the floor right now. Luke Lloyd, a junior. Plemons, a junior. Tice, a junior. Smith and Purcell, sophomores.
Lloyd is a senior, Lynn.
Oh, I'm sorry. Luke Lloyd is a senior. Sorry about that. 55-34. One senior on the floor. 16 seconds to go. Third quarter. Tigers down by 21. Just don't give them a good shot here, guys.
Yep. No foul either.
Down to a few seconds. He almost put that one in. 55-34.
Looking at some of the team stats, Lynn, we've doubled our shooting percentage just in that quarter alone. We've doubled it up to 41%, so shooting a pretty good percentage from the field. You can live with that, and no turnovers in that third quarter. So you can see when we take care of the basketball, we didn't get to the free throw line that quarter, but we ran our offense much better, played a little bit better defensively as well, so we got kind of back into the game a little bit. Even though we're still down 21 points. Looking at some individual stats here, Ty Tice is up to 13 points. Purcell's got 12 points, so he's into double figures. Arguello still with 2 points. Dowdy, I don't think he's got 2 points. And then Doublehead, no points. Luke Lloyd hit a 3-point shot off the bench. He's got 3 points. I don't know if Peyton has scored yet or not. Yeah, Peyton scored 2 points. So a much better quarter. If we could have came out and played like that in the first half.
And we won the third quarter. I mean, we actually closed the gap.
Yeah, we closed the gap, played much better, and it may be a little too late, but it's good to see us at least respond and not give up when the game was kind of getting away from us.
Well, Frick has 10 points for the Eagles. Scott has 12. McCullough with 5. Clark with 9. Faulkner with 8. Evans with 6. And Anderson with 5. And now Doublehead gets the rebound. He goes up. No good. Battling inside. Rebound is
good
Peyton
job, Sims.
Nice job by Peyton to keep that one alive. And now the Tigers with a chance to close under 20.
Well, Tice got a good open look. That three-point shot almost went in for him. Would have cut the lead down to 18.
There's another one. This time, no good. Dowdy gets the rebound. Dowdy drives, kicks it out to Sims. About a 10-foot jumper, no good.
And we had 4 shots at the basket.
4 shots that
there,
time,
man.
and unable to get a basket. 7 minutes to go in the ball game. Evans gets it to Clark. Little jumper, no good. And now Arguello comes down with the air ball, and Dowdy been pretty quiet point-wise tonight. That's a little unusual for Cameron. Tice blocked by Scott. Nice defensive play by Scott, and Clark a little out of control, and he's able. Oh, now that's going to be it for Doublehead tonight, I believe. That's 5 on Doublehead.
If it's on him.
Green's going to come in. It looks like they're going to take a timeout.
This is a good play by Coach Stafford. He's right into number 15. Who's 15? Clark. He's right in his face because he didn't like the way he responded to that foul. And that's a good timeout by Coach Stafford, getting on to his player, settling him down, and making sure he doesn't get out of control here and get a technical foul or something unnecessary. And I thought they were going to give him 2 shots on that, Lynn, but apparently not. Guess they called that on the floor. So Huntsville's going to inbound the ball underneath their own basket here. 6.5 minutes to play. Peyton Sims knocks that one away. Huntsville's going to retain possession.
The Halbert family watching from home tonight. Looking forward to Stuttgart this Friday. John's been a big part of Prairie Grove's success this year.
How many interceptions does he have on the year, Lynn?
Officially, he has 11. There's been some dispute among that, but he has 11.
I thought it was more like 32 or 33.
But he's all-time record in the state is 15.
Okay.
And one more would get him registered in like the top 7 or 8 or something like that.
Well, hopefully he's got 2 games to break it or tie it.
55-34. Been sitting at this mark for a little while now. Huntsville still with most of their starters in.
You can't do that if you're Sims. Gamble for the steal. I know you got to take some chances here when you're down this many points, but just got to play position defense and be disciplined enough to not go for those kinds of steals.
I'm called blocking foul on Green. That's only their 3rd team foul. 57-34. Tigers played much better here in the second half than the first half and had a little bit of trouble getting going here in the third quarter, but they're going to call a foul on McCullough. So 2 quick fouls, 5.5 minutes to go in the game. But, you know, Derek, you're right, and I think that's something to take into account is that our boys have played 2 5A schools. Or actually all 3 of them are 5A schools so far.
And then Bentonville, 7A school. So, yeah, it has not been an easy road, especially when you're playing a little bit shorthanded. I think every team we've played, with the exception of Bentonville, has had their football team with them. So, and Bentonville really, you know, they've got enough players. They don't necessarily need all their football players.
Looks like Arguello got fouled on a three-point shot, so he's going to get a chance for 3. He was fouled by Frick that time. Arguello makes the first one. 57-35. And Huntsville's gone with their starters most of the game, or about 6 or 7 guys.
Yeah, and that's usually what Coach Stafford will do. He'll typically stick to a short bench. You know, the year that they won the state championship a few years ago, he played basically 5 guys, and if he got into foul trouble, he'd go to a 6th or maybe a 7th guy. But that was a stretch when he'd get down to the bench that far.
Arguello makes 2 of 3, 57-36. The Eagles lead. 5:10 to go in the ball game. Green with the ball. You know, a few years ago, I guess it was probably 2010, 2009, 2010 basketball season. Basket made by Scott. What was interesting is that year, Huntsville and Farmington had 2 fabulous teams. I think they played each other 2 or 3 times. And if I'm not mistaken, one of the 2 made it to the finals, and the other one made it to the semifinals that year in basketball.
Yeah, I think Huntsville made it to the final. Was that the year that Huntsville moved up to 5A?
No, they both were in the 4A.
4A.
That was the last year, I believe.
That's right. They got beat in the finals by Jonesboro Westside, I think.
And Farmington had lost in the semis to the same team, I believe, if I'm not mistaken. I can't recall for sure.
Yeah.
Scott again with an easy basket. 61-36, the lead back up to 25. Prairie Grove, since getting down by more than 20, have only been as close as 19, and now they're going to call a push here, and that's the 16 foul on Huntsville. McCullough with the foul. 4 minutes to go in the ball game. Well, Derek, let's see, that's Purcell at the line. Shot on the way, in and out. Will Anderson coming in the game. He comes into the game. He had 5 points in the second quarter. He was a pretty good presence inside.
Yes, he is.
Purcell now with a shot, looking for his 13th point of the game. This time it's good. 61-37. Will Anderson, good.
You know, Green is a pretty good player for Huntsville, and he's not a starter for him, but when he's come in the ball game, he's made a lot of positive things happen for the Eagles.
No good on the three-point shot there by, they're going to call a jump ball there. Possession arrow in favor of the Eagles, 63-37. 3 minutes, 29 seconds to go in the game. Green with the ball. He's picked up by Arguello. Arguello has not been out of the game much tonight either.
No, and he hasn't scored a lot of points, but he's been very active. You know, just overall, Prairie Grove just got to respond to physicalness a lot better than what we've done tonight if we want to have a chance against these bigger schools.
Well, the thing is, I think
go ahead.
This may help us in our. I mean, there's some big kids. I don't know. I know we got some good teams. I'm not saying Farmington's going to be fantastic. Pea Ridge, Gravette, Berryville, they're all going to be good. But these are as big as guys that we're going to see in as far as physical size and some of this physical.
Well, one of the things that the 5A conference is known for is physical play, man-to-man defense, and that's one thing that we've noticed in the games that we've played against these teams, that they've definitely been in our face and definitely been aggressive with us. And Coach Ed's going to bring in some players off the bench here.
Yep, he's got A.J. Plemons and Leighton Smith, who've already been in the game, but also coming in the game is Parker Galligan, and also Spencer Kilgore, and it looks like Weston Fitz. I watched Weston play over the years, just in playing, the same years as some of my kids have played, and I I used to call him the ping pong ball in Pee Wee because wherever the ball was, he was all over. He was there. And he's an aggressive young man. And there's Green, jumper, no good. And there's Fitz with the rebound.
Right on cue.
2.5 minutes to go. There's Plemons at the top of the key. Gets it to Galligan. Now there's Kilgore with the ball, and Plemons looks inside, nothing there. And there's Fitz. Thought Fitz got fouled there, no call. There he goes. He's going to get aggressive after it. No. Number 4, Christian Kane into the game. Kane, no good. Huntsville's also got some substitutes in. 1:56 to go, 63-37. Caleb Kirk into the game. Garrett Weiland for Huntsville. Also number 23, David Carroll. So this point in the game, pretty much in hand. A lot of guys getting a chance to play.
Well, I'm glad to see, Huntsville use some of their bench here, because the other night against Home Springs, we didn't see any of their bench in a game like this.
No, we didn't.
That's good mutual respect by both teams, giving everybody an opportunity to play.
Like Zach Galligan. I can't tell who else is coming in.
Here's Fitz, hit that shot.
Come on, Fitz. Down, and now that is going to be a layup for Christian Kane. David Smith is into the game, and Zach Galligan. And
number 23, Lance, do you have our roster right there? He's a new kid this year for us, Lynn. I can't remember his name. He's got the long socks on out there for the Tigers.
Nice pass into David Smith.
Brandon Jones. Is his name.
Is it 23 or 33?
He's 23 out there on the court, but I think he's 33 on our roster.
Okay. Smith misses the first shot. David Smith trying to get his first points of the year. No good. Rebound to the Eagles. Kane with the ball. He's going to take a three-pointer. No good. Rebound. Nice put back in by Patrick Watkins. Down to 30 seconds to go in the game. Weston Fitz brings the ball down. Got the Galligan brothers in. There's Parker. And no good. Rebound to the Eagles. 20 seconds to go.
Oh, good hustle, Weston.
Down to 10 seconds. Weston blocked shot. And now a foul. That's going to be on, I believe they're going to call that on David Smith. And we're at 30 points, so that's going to do it. 37-67. That's the ball game. Huntsville 67-37. That's going to do it. Well, let's go through some quick stats, Derek. We'll say a few words and we'll sign off.
Okay. Lance is pulling up his stats for me. On the night, Prairie Grove shot 30% from the field, had 10 turnovers at halftime and only 1 turnover in the second half, so took much better care of the ball, but it was just too little too late. And then leading the Tigers in scoring tonight, Ty Tice ended up with 13 points. Tanner Purcell had 12 points. I think those were the only 2 players in double figures for the Tigers tonight. So what have you got there for the Huntsville team?
Well, Huntsville, Frick had 10, Scott with 12, McCullough with 5, Clark with 9, Faulkner with 8, Evans with 6, and Anderson with 5. And then right there at the end, Christian Kane picked up a couple. So that's going to be it. Well, let's tell you what's going to go on from a webcast standpoint for the next the next few days. On Friday night from Stuttgart, the semifinal game against Stuttgart will be webcast to begin. We'll begin the webcast at about 6:30. I know that the school is letting out, if I'm not mistaken. I believe school's letting out about a half a day there or something. And
I'm not excited about that at all, Lynn. The teachers are not excited at letting out at noon. I can tell you that on a Friday. Man, that is a tough break for us.
Well, I think the last thing to say also about the game tonight is that, our boys didn't give up in the second half. They played a good third quarter, and then, they kept, at this time of year, you're working on some of the fundamentals of the game. Now, Derek, as far as our next webcast for basketball, it'll be our next home game. It looks like we'll be Ozark on December the 11th. We'll be playing Ozark on December the 11th.
That's the first conference game, too.
That'll be the first conference game. Now, regardless of what the football team does, they will be back by then. But they won't be in basketball shape, that's for sure. Well, that's going to do it for us tonight. Lynn Gregson for Derek Dugan. That's going to do it for us tonight. Our final score, the girls pulled off an 8-point victory over Huntsville. The boys lost there, and that'll do it. Thank you, and have a good night.